Hi, my name is Erin Sibley. I am running to fill a one-year vacancy on the Westwood Select Board. I am a mother of three, community organizer, and tax attorney. I am not a career politician. I am a longtime resident who does not like what is happening in Westwood and have decided to do something about it. Recently, I wrote and presented the citizens' petition, which led to the special town meeting. The town's response to the special town meeting proves what many of us had already known. Our local government does not listen to us. I've spoken with many residents over these last few months. Many feel that, for a very long time, Westwood has been run by a handful of people who believe that they know what's best for us and who make decisions based on their personal judgments and dismiss community input. This has badly damaged public trust and discouraged public participation. It has caused unwelcome division in our community, prevented important problems, such as FS1, from being solved, and has cost Westwood taxpayers a fortune in wasted spending. None of this is good for Westwood. The special town meeting led many of us to imagine that things could be different. It proved that we are powerful when we act in community, and that together we can make our voices heard and challenge the status quo. Personally, I felt more connected to Westwood and the people who live here than I have in 20 years. I enjoyed the process and was deeply moved and inspired by our success, and that is why I am here today. I am running for Select Board because it is time for new energy, new ideas, and new leadership. We deserve leaders who listen. My campaign is not about advancing a personal agenda. I do have opinions on FS1, Canton Street sidewalks, the lawsuit against the land trust, and the process of hiring our next police chief. These are all available on my campaign website, erinsibley.com. While I'm happy to discuss my ideas in detail, I'm most interested in your opinions on these important issues. Westwood has an engaged, intelligent community of residents who want to contribute. This campaign is about all of us. It is about rebuilding public trust and increasing community participation in town government by conducting town business in a radically transparent and collaborative way. I will share information and cooperate with residents, town boards and committees, local businesses, and nonprofits, and treat them as partners, not adversaries. I will apply objective criteria and common sense conflict of interest principles when making board and committee appointments. I will ask for resident input, and I will include more voices to produce better solutions at lower costs and strengthen our connections to our community and to one another. Residents who know me know that I am certain of my values, and I strive to live a life of purpose and integrity. I want my children to be proud of who I am and what I stand for. I am willing to chart my own course and to take an unpopular position. I am curious about other people's stories and want to understand others' points of view. I keep an open mind and am willing to change direction no matter how far down the road I've gone, if it's the wrong one. I always admit my mistakes, and I never fail to learn from them. And while I greatly prefer to cooperate with others, I am not afraid to fight when I have to. When I believe in something, I go all in. I jump in with both feet, and if necessary, I learn as I go. This is the only way I know. I grew up in Dartmouth, Mass. I earned my undergraduate degree at Duke and my law degree from Boston College. I chose corporate law, not litigation or trial work, because I did not want to fight with people for a living. I specialized in tax law because I like to solve complicated problems and I am very good with numbers. At graduation, I had no assets and $100,000 in student loans. Through many years of long hours and hard work, I developed strong negotiation skills and a practical ability to build consensus and solve problems on time and within budget. I repaid with interest every cent I had borrowed for my education, and I met my husband, Tarrant. We moved out of Boston while expecting our first child. We chose Westwood for its small-town character, open space, and the reputation of its schools. When our daughter was born, I chose to step away from my career to be a full-time caregiver. As anyone who's done it knows, that job requires long hours, extreme flexibility, a determination to keep going when things get rough, and a highly functioning sense of humor. 3 years later, our son Thomas was born, and 3 years after that, our daughter Caroline. During these years, I volunteered hundreds of hours for St. John's Episcopal Church and the PTOs of Martha Jones, Deerfield, and Thurston, supporting these communities in many ways and raising thousands of dollars for them. My oldest child is now a college sophomore, and my youngest is in 8th grade. As I look ahead to my next chapter, I find that my motivations have changed. Now I am less focused on making money and more focused on making a difference. This campaign is not about me. It is about the power of our community and the possibilities of what we can achieve by working with and not against each other. Westwood voters have a clear choice on Election Day. We can say no to the status quo and yes to a better way. I have the desire to serve, the time to do the job, and the integrity, skills, and determination to do it right from day one. I plan to go all in as a member of the Select Board, and I ask for your vote on or before April 28th. Thank you.